Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Channel 6 CPH, where tonight the Port Huron Big Reds take on their rivals, the Port Huron Northern Huskies. Good evening, everybody. I'm David Pease with my colleague, Sue Broadhagen, and tonight we have the Big Reds playing the Huskies. And Sue, how do you see tonight's matchup?
Well, I think it's going to be an exciting game, Dave. Tonight we have the Port Huron High Big Reds coming in 10-1, and the Huskies coming in 5-6. Good starts for the teams this year, and I think we're going to have an exciting game.
Who do you see as the key players in tonight's contest, Sue?
Well, we've got Sherry Smith for the Port Huron Northern Huskies. She's a senior at 6 feet tall, and she's averaging 19 points a game. For Port Huron High School at Killia College, she's a junior and looks to be an excellent player for the season and a lot of potential at only a junior.
As I understand, Sue, she's being recruited by several big-time colleges. Is that correct?
That's right. She's been scouted by Purdue, Michigan State, Wisconsin, and Houston. And for only being a junior, that's excellent.
Well, Sue, getting back to tonight's contest, what do you think it is are the keys for each team in being successful in tonight's match?
Well, of course, as always, playing good defense and rebounding. We've got an exciting matchup between crosstown rivalries here, and there's a lot of battle for bragging rights tonight. So
the battle for Port Huron.
That's right. I think it'll be exciting.
Well, before we have the jump ball, let me set the starting lineups for the Port Huron High Big Reds. Starting at a guard, Akili Collar, a junior. Also at guard, Jenny Hepting. Starting at center this evening will be Christy Hino. And at the forwards for Port Huron High will be Christy Berry and Jody Cameron. For the Port Huron Northern Huskies, starting at a guard, it will be Katie Carey. Also at a guard will be Nicole Dane. Starting at forward for the Huskies, Erin Atwell and Jeanette Hansen. And starting at center, their MAC superstar, Sherry Smith. The referee's getting ready for the jump ball. And the tip will be controlled by the Huskies with an early 2-on-1 break. And a score for the Huskies by number 12, Janet Hansen. Collier brings the ball up floor for the Big Reds. Over to number 32, Jody Cameron. Over to Christy Berry in the corner. Looks for 14, Jenny Hepting. Collier has it. Pass to Berry, up, off the rim. Rebound up. Cameron can't get it to go, and Smith gets the rebound. Off to number 32, or actually number 30 bringing it up for the Huskies. That is Nicole Dane. Huskies pass it around. The Big Reds coming out in a 2-3 zone defense. Number 30, Nicole Dane dribbles across over to Hansen. Hansen looking inside for Smith. On the wing to Smith. Dane dribbles topside down to Smith. Smith with the 15-footer, short. Rebound by number 32, Jody Cameron. Collier brings it up, dumps it into the corner to Berry. Back on top to Collier. Cameron back to Collier. Over to 14, Hepting. Long on the shot is Christy Berry, and Hansen with another rebound.
Okay, number 42, Sherry Smith. Boy, she's a center, but she was about bringing up the floor there like a guard.
Sherry Smith, an excellent ball handler for the Huskies. They'll be looking at her to bring the ball up this evening. Dane with the shot, just long. Rebound, Smith.
And
up the two.
42, Sherry Smith.
She's a tall girl at 6 feet.
Sherry Smith, one of the best rebounders in the MAC Red Division. Collier brings it up. Short, looked like she got it on the arm. However, we get the rebound by number 32, Cameron. Cameron draws the foul. The foul's on number 42, Sherry Smith, her first. And Sue, the last thing that the Huskies want this evening is for Sherry Smith to get into foul trouble.
That's true. She's one of their key players, and it'd be a real loss to lose her early.
Cameron at the charity stripe and makes the first of two. 4-1 early here at Port Huron Northern. Big Reds with the lead.
That's something important is that the Port Huron High Big Reds don't get off to a big start here. The Northern needs to stay with them.
So far, the Huskies are playing very feisty basketball, staying within 3 points early here with the Big Reds. Cameron to toss it in to Collier in the corner. Collier dribbles to her right, brings it out to the top of the key. Over to Cameron. Cameron looks inside. Over to Barry in the corner. Barry to Hefting, Hefting up, just long. Smith with another rebound, bringing it up court. Smith with Collier.
Oh.
Just long, but Hansen with the rebound. Can't get it to go, rebound Hefting.
Well, here comes Kelia Collier up the floor, and she's, from what I've heard, an excellent athlete, not only in basketball, but track, softball, and volleyball.
A great overall athlete, and from what I understand too, also an excellent student. Foul on the Huskies at time, number 50 going to the line. That is Christy Heino. Janet Hansen picks up her first, team second.
Kelia was over at the television station last summer and proved to be an excellent student and as well as an athlete.
And who knows, maybe she'll follow us up here in the booth sometime.
Well, that'd be very nice.
She can take after Cheryl Miller, and maybe we'll see her on ABC in a few years.
Okay.
Heino misses the first, up for the second, just long. Hefting with the rebound, however, up, no good. Rebound Barry, Barry up in two.
By number 22, Christy Berry.
Christy Berry, one of the key players for Port Huron High.
She's a tall girl also, and a senior this year. Shows a lot of potential for the season.
The Huskies control the ball. Smith with it on the right wing. Dane up with a 20-footer, no good. Rebound by number 40. Aaron Atwell up, no good. Rebound out of bounds to the Big Reds. 4:31 left here in the first quarter. Port Huron High 4, Port Huron Northern 3. Collier brings it up court for the Big Reds. Nice pass to Barry. Not there, rebound Atwell.
You know, Barry's averaging 7 rebounds per game, so she's a key part of their rebounding team.
That's what the Big Reds have to do this evening. They have to go to the boards after the missed shots. Katie Carey over to Hansen. Smith looks to take the 20-footer, pulls up. Smith to Dane. Dane with the 20-footer, just off. Out of bounds to the Huskies. Collier's foot was on the line. Dane into Smith. Smith on top to Carey, back to Dane. Down to Hansen on the baseline. Out to Dane. Dane dribbles topside. Dane to Carey on the right wing, back to Dane. To Smith in the corner. And she's going to get called for traveling.
Sherry Smith's averaging 19 points a game and 16 rebounds.
Doesn't get much better than 16 rebounds a game, Sue.
As well as 4 assists and 4 steals. So she's an aggressive defensive player also.
A do-it-all player for the Huskies. Collier inside, jump shot from 15, no good. Rebound Cameron, and she's fouled by, it looks to be Carey. Carey to pick up the foul for the Huskies.
Fouls on number 32, Katie Carey.
Well, right now, so it seems as if the Big Reds have controlled the game, yet they're only up by 1 point. If you're Coach Peltz, what are you thinking if you're on the sideline with the Huskies right now?
Well, you're thinking that your team's doing a good job keeping up with a team that has a 10-1 record and is on a 10-game winning streak. So I'm sure they're feeling pretty good right now. Kind of a low-scoring game so far.
Cameron splits the pair. She'll leave the floor, and on comes number 40 for Port Huron High. That's Carrie Golding. Golding coming in, averaging 4 points a game and 6 rebounds. Dane brings it up court to Hansen over on the right side, on the right wing, looking for Smith. Smith looks at it, takes the 18-footer, just short. Rebound by number 50, Heino, and she's going to be fouled by Atwell.
You know, Smith is an interesting player in that she's a center, and yet I see her out to the sides here, and they're playing a bit like a guard and taking those long shots.
She's got excellent form on her jump shot. She's effective anywhere on the floor. Number 20 for the Port Huron High is also in. That's Latina Taylor, only a freshman for Port Huron. Shot is missed. Rebound to Katie Carey.
I talked to Coach George Popo before the game, and Latina is only a freshman, and boy, she's got a 4 years ahead of her of a lot of improvement, and boy, she's having a lot of play this year at only a freshman.
Appears to be a bright career forward for Latina Taylor. Smith with the 15-footer, no good. Barry, strong rebound, loose ball, picked up by Smith. Dane sets things for the Huskies up top. Hansen into Smith. Gets it to fall.
By number 42, Sherry Smith.
6-4, Northern leads. Taylor topside for Port Huron High. The Collier on left wing. Back to Taylor on top.
Run the offense. Run the offense there.
Taylor sucks up the errant pass over to Barry. Down to number 40. Easy pass, easy play by number 40. Carrie Golding gets her first two of the evening. Great look
Like
that
we
time
said,
by Barry.
Carey is a senior, averaging 4 points, 6 rebounds, and that was an easy little shot for her.
Set up by a beautiful pass that time by Cameron. Or shall I say Barry, excuse me. To Dane on top. Down to Hansen. Hansen looks inside, dribbles left. Shot up, blocked. Dane comes up with a loose ball. It's carried to Smith inside. Smith up, no good. Rebound, Collier.
And here she comes.
Collier gonna take it coast to coast. Up and good. Akita Collier, 2 points. 8-6, Port Huron High.
A lot of hustle on her part by Keely in that last play.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Dane controls up top to Hansen, to Smith on the baseline. Tough shot up, and she's fouled.
Coach Ed Peltz is counseling one of his players off to the side here. And he's new here this year at Port Huron Northern to teach or to coach girls basketball. He used to be a coach at Port Huron High, and I'm sure they're glad to have him at Northern.
And I'm certain he'd love to get a win over his old ball club tonight.
I'm sure he would.
Smith at the line for 2. She connects on the first. The foul was on number 22 that time, Christy Barry. Smith for the second. It's up and good.
Boy, just in and swish, showing again why she's one of the leading players in this league.
Taylor brings the ball up for the Big Reds. Loose ball. Golding comes back up with it. Loose ball picked up by 32. Katie Carey up to Dane. Dane brings it up over to Hansen, right side. Down to Atwell on the baseline. Over to Dane, over to Carey on the top side. Reverses the ball over to Hansen. Hansen looks inside, goes to Smith, left baseline.
Northern seems to be running down the clock here.
Looking for the last shot. 7 seconds left in the quarter. To Smith. Drives right, up, no good. Rebound, ball out of bounds to the Huskies with 0.2 of a second left in the first quarter.
I think they were trying to run the clock down there, get the last shot. It'd be nice to go into the end of the first quarter with a lead.
Shot by Hansen, no good.
Just off the mark.
And at the end of the first quarter, the score, Port Huron High Big Reds 8, the Port Huron Huskies 8.
I think Northern's done a great job of keeping up with the Huskies in the first quarter and keeping it close, and that's I think real important in tonight's game.
Yeah, if you come in and you're the Port Huron Northern Huskies, the one thing that you're concerned about is letting Port Huron High, so I imagine, get into their running game and having this game get out of control.
That's right. They want to stay close to them and at least stay even at this point.
Well, so far, I think, Sue, what Port Huron has done very effectively is be very patient with their game and look for their open shots when they're there. When they're not, they're passing the ball around and kicking it out on top and setting up their offense.
Yeah, and I think that's also the case with Northern in that they've taken their time and tried to get a good shot, perhaps getting it inside to their big person, Sherry Smith, and she, although she doesn't need to just take it inside, she could shoot a 20-footer also.
Yeah, Sherry Smith has definitely proven that she can shoot the ball from outside. Well, with the score 8-8, we're about ready to start the second quarter here from the home of the Northern Huskies.
See a lot of coaches here tonight from the various other sports, and that's nice to see that they all come out and support each other's sports.
Definitely a lot of pride on the line for both schools in tonight's ball game. Hansen will bring it up court for the Huskies as we get the second quarter underway. Kicks it over to Carey on the left side. Back on top to Dane. Dane down to right wing and Atwell. Into Smith inside. Smith guarded by 3 players to Hansen on top. Hansen penetrates, shoots. No good. Gets her own rebound up and no good. Rebound Carey for the Huskies. Guarded by 2, stolen by Collier.
Boy, good ball control by Akelia. She was mauled by the Northern players there and still kept good control coming up the floor.
And the ball is stolen right back by Dane. Dane bringing it up very quickly for the Huskies. Let's see if she wants to set up, and that's what she does. Over to Hansen on the right side top.
Seems Northern has a bit more of a deliberate style coming up the floor, taking their time, whereas Port Huron High is a bit more of a running team.
A force that time from Smith, no good. We got a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Big Reds. 7:02 left in the second quarter. 8-8 our score here. Taylor to bring the ball up court for the Big Reds. Over to number 40. Pass picked off by Smith. Smith bringing the ball up. She's got a 1-on-4. Jump stop, up and no good. Can't get it to fall. Rebound Collier. Collier bringing it up court for the Big Reds. In a big hurry. Up and good.
Last 2 plays there, a battle against the 2 big guns here, Sherry Smith and Akelia Collier. Akelia getting the points.
Akelia getting the best of the first confrontation between the 2 superstars this evening. Smith up from 15, no good. Rebound Taylor. Taylor bringing it up in a hurry. Up, no good. Smith with the rebound.
Good drive, but just off the mark.
Smith.
Remember, she's only a freshman.
That's right. Smith bringing it all the way up to number 32, Katie Carey. Dane controls top side over to the right wing. Number 12, Hansen down to Katie Carey. Katie Carey on the right side looks inside. Atwell from 10, no good. Rebound Collier.
Just going past every defensive player there. Whoops, but gets it picked off by number 12.
Stolen, but stolen right back on an errant pass. Collier controls for the Big Reds. Collier to Barry. Barry on the right wing. Thinks about it and back up top to Taylor. Taylor sets the offense for the Big Reds.
Both coaches off the bench encouraging their players tonight.
Golding with a big shot from 18 feet, 2 points. It's a 12-8 lead for the Big Reds. Hansen brings the ball up court for the Huskies to Smith, to Atwell on the left baseline. Back to Hansen on the wing, over to Katie Carey, number 32. Passing to Hansen, up from 15. Good!
Passing by number 12, Janet Hansen!
Hansen 2 more for the Huskies. It's 12-10 Big Reds. Golding kicks it down to Collier on the right baseline. Shot up, in and out by Golding. Rebound Smith. Well, with 4:30 left in the second quarter, it's 12-10 Port Huron Northern. Carey controls back up to Hansen topside. Across to Dane. Dane back to Hansen. Hansen dribbles down to the right wing to Atwell. Back to Hansen, over to Dane, over to Smith from 20. Not there. Rebound Taylor. Up no good, and we've got a foul on the Big Reds, number 50, that is Christy Heino.
I see we've got a few substitutions here about to come into the game too. I guess they're going to wait till, oh, here we go. For Northern, number 20, Brenda O'Malley. She's a freshman also. And I missed who came in from PH. I was paying so much attention to that Brenda O'Malley's only a freshman.
Well, Sue, what do you think about Port Huron Northern waiting to bring in any substitutions until there's 4 minutes left in the second quarter?
Well, their starting five must be well conditioned to be able to play that long. Always glad to see some people from the bench come on and provide some support.
Everybody gets a chance to play, and that's how we like to see it. Once again, let me set the lineups for you. For Northern, it's Dane, O'Malley, Burt, Atwell, and Carey. For the Big Reds, it's Hepting, Taylor, Cameron. Hepting with the shot, no good. Atwell with the rebound. Goulding and Heino are the other players for Port Huron High.
Well, they're giving Sherry Smith a rest right now, and
notice, Sue, as Smith goes off goes Collier.
I see.
O'Malley on top, or rather Burt over to O'Malley. O'Malley back to Burt. Burt over to Dane, back to Burt. Dribbling top side, over to O'Malley, down to Burt on the baseline. Burt looks at it from 20, decides not to shoot. Back to O'Malley on top. Port Huron Northern right now, Sue, going with a small lineup.
Yeah, when they take Sherry Smith out, they lose some height.
Great pass. Hepting looked like she was fouled. No call. Back out to Goulding. Up. No good. We've got a foul on number 32, Jody Cameron, for the Big Reds.
Jody Cameron is a junior
Fouls on
with an
number
average of
32,
5 points and
Jody
11
Cameron.
rebounds. So
Her first, team third.
she's quite a rebounder also. Appears to be leading the team in rebounds.
And Nicole Dane will bring the ball up court for the Huskies. 2:35 to go, 12-10 Big Reds. Dane dribble, that's a double dribble. Turnover for the Huskies, that's exactly what they don't need, Sue.
No, they want to stay close. They want to go into the locker room at halftime either, I'd say, even up or even ahead, of course. That's
You bet it would be a big emotional uplift for the Huskies if they were able to go into the locker room close at halftime.
Sure would, Dave.
Out of bounds. Ball will stay with the Big Reds.
In the JV game tonight, it was Port Huron Northern 15, Port Huron High 51.
Big win for the Big Reds at the JV level.
Quite a big win.
Shot by Goulding, no good. Rebound by number 54, Michelle Brown, who just came in for the Huskies. Brown giving a little added size to the Huskies.
She's at 5'11", and is their second tallest player, with, of course, Sherry Smith being the tallest at 6 feet.
O'Malley controls, nice pass to Carey. Carey up and good! Bucket will count.
Basket by number 32,
Excited.
Katie
The
Carey.
fans are excited here with it being tied up at 12-12. And
Fouls on number
they have a player at the
33,
foul line
Lisa
with a chance
Hubbard.
to go
Her
ahead
first,
here.
team fourth.
That terrific shot by Katie Carey did seem to ignite that Husky crowd, all tied up with 1:50 to go. Christy Berry coming in for Jody Cameron. Cameron will sit down, and Janet Hansen coming in to give Nicole Dane a rest. Katie Carey at the line for one. Up and good. Using a little glass to score that one. Taylor brings it up court for the Big Reds. Over to Goulding. Goulding looks, Cameron inside. Cameron up, no good. Rebound O'Malley. Katie Carey to bring the ball up court for the Huskies.
Brenda O'Malley, like we mentioned, is only a freshman. She's averaging about 3 points a game, 3 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals.
2 freshmen on the court right now. You don't always see that, Sue.
No, you don't. But that's nice when a coach sees such potential and will bring them to the varsity level so they have better, say, competition.
Smith back in the ball game for the Huskies, giving them a big lineup with Brown also being in there. And for the Big Reds, it's number 33, Lisa Hubbard, and Akelia Collier is back in the game. Hansen controls top side for the Huskies. 1 minute left in the second quarter, 13-12 Huskies. Smith from 15, up short, rebound Collier.
And Collier, of course, is going to show her hustle. Coming up the floor.
Collier up from 15, no good. Out of bounds to the Huskies. Janet Hansen brings it up court for the Huskies.
Ed Peltz is calling for a last shot with 43 seconds on the clock. He's going to have them stall here.
Northern spreads it out with Hansen up top. Over to Sherry Smith.
This is going to showcase their ball control right here. Let's see how they do.
O'Malley to Hansen. Hansen kicks it back to O'Malley. Dribbles right over to Sherry Smith. Sherry Smith back to O'Malley. 20 seconds left in the second quarter. Over to Hansen. Hansen just gets it over Latina Taylor. Smith up and good!
Basket by number 42, Sherry Smith.
Taylor brings it up court in a hurry. Barry looks from 20, no good, rebound Hansen. And that's the end of the second quarter with the Port Huron Northern Huskies leading the Port Huron High Big Reds 15-12.
Boy, I think that's really going to give Northern a boost here to go into the locker room at halftime with a 3-point lead, and they're going to be excited and come out for the second half fired up.
And we will be back with the third quarter of play.